to get moving. It is Friday. It's the 29th, I think, 29th of January. It is definitely the 29th of January. And I'm not Kerin, I'm Anna. So I am doing Fitness Friday today. Get moving, your exercise for people with limited mobility, maybe because you have an injury or you might be living with a chronic medical condition, maybe not quite as mobile as you would like to be. And Get Moving is all about helping you do some solid exercise and look after those joints, get a bit fitter, get a bit stronger, and generally feel better. That's what we know and that's what you tell us, which is perfect. And I haven't been around, oh, well, I have. I've been the fingers of fire. Fingers are firing, but I haven't done a Get Moving session for a little while. So I thought it was about time I got back into the land of the living and in front of the camera, and to change your view then from the Mr. Reese. I know you're going to miss Mr. Reese, but he will be back next week and hopefully he's going to be fingers of firing. Oh, and I've just seen that Lynn has said, watch for Stuart joining us. Good morning, Stuart. Hopefully you are with us this morning, getting ready to get out of breath. Good morning, everybody. So Fitness Friday, just in case you needed reminding, is all about getting out of breath. Getting out of breath, staying out of breath, and doing it often is how we get fitter. And if we are generally fitter, then all of the everyday stuff that we do is easier. So this is how we train our heart and lungs to be fitter. So getting out of breath is good for us. So the aim is to work as hard as you can through the whole of the session and stay out of breath. So to do that, amongst all of our normal exercises, we're going to be doing some shadow boxing. And you can do that seated or standing, and we'll go through that in a minute. So I think that's enough wittering from me. And it is a little bit chilly here in this shed, so I think it's about time we got moving. We're going to do 25 seconds worth of work for each bit this morning. I have my trusty timer. So 25 seconds of our normal exercises followed by 25 seconds of shadow boxing. So to start off with, marching on the spot. If you are seated, sitting nice and tall, and the knees come up as high as you can, sitting tall throughout the move, so we don't want any slouching back. Let's start as we mean to go on. And if we are standing, and I am just going to move that out of the way a little bit so I don't trip over it. If we're standing, knees up to wake those hips up and get the blood pumping. So if we are ready, in 3, turn my timer the right way around, 2, 1, away we go. So as big a move as you can do, but bearing in mind this is the first lot that we're doing, so we're warming up too. So if you need the move to be a little bit lower, that's absolutely fine. We're aiming for as much movement as we can get to help us get warm. So waking those hips up, there's your time. So now, first lot of shadow boxing. So if you are seated, again sitting nice and tall and twisting through the body. So relax through the shoulders, nice big punches, aiming for your target and aiming to get your upper body and the blood pumping, everything warmed up. If you are standing, exactly the same, but this time moving our feet as well if you can. So, first lot of shadow boxing. Let's get that warmed up. 3, 2, 1, away we go. So twisting through the hips, twisting through the body, nice big punches, reaching for the target. So you can change your feet if you can and if you want to. Keeping your feet moving if you can and keeping punching. Remember, the aim is to get out of breath. Time and stop that one. So that now you should find that your heart rate is up a little bit, your breathing rate is up a little bit. So now we're going into shoulder rolls. So if you're seated or standing exactly the same, we're aiming for as big a move through the shoulders as you can. If you can use your arms, nice big reaches with the arms and squeezing your shoulder blades together as they come back and down. So in 3, 2, 1, away we go. So remember, sitting nice and tall or standing nice and tall, our body needs to be upright in order to be able to get as much movement through the shoulders as we can. Karen demonstrated that beautifully yesterday. So a nice big reach all the way around. If it's just the shoulders, then that's fine. There's your time. Gosh, 25 seconds is going very quickly. Second stage of shadow boxing. So, getting out of breath, remember, 3, 2, 1, go. We're going to keep the pace quite high because we want to get out of breath and stay out of breath. Really twisting through the body and twisting through the hips if you can. So, I was doing some punching on the bag last night and it's much easier hitting a bag, I tell you. It gives you something to aim for, but keep it punching, fast hands, twisting through the body, and there's the time. So now moving on, knee bends. If you are seated, kicking your knees, your feet out rather, to straighten and get as much movement through that knee joint as you can. If you are standing, kicking your bottom, and this is where we really do need to shift our weight from side to side. So in 3, 2, 1, away we go. So we're aiming for as much movement through the knees as we can, and from a balance perspective, moving that weight from one side to the other, using support if you need to. But if you need the move to be a little bit smaller, that's absolutely fine. So do the best that you can do, but we want to try and keep the pace up a little bit so that we stay nice and warm and we keep the breathing and the heart rate up. So straight into shadow boxing, another 25 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So aiming for your target, twisting through your body, twisting through your hips. And I'm sure Mr. Reese will have something to say about my shadow boxing technique, but you know what? It doesn't matter because I am getting out of breath, and that's the aim. I'm moving my feet, I'm moving my arms. Time, there it goes again. So what are we on to next? Twists, twisty Sarahs, twisting through the body. So we can do these seated as well. Bring my bench back round quickly. Sitting nice and tall and twisting all the way around one way and then all the way around the other. As big a movement through the spine as we can do. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So twisting one way and then twisting the other way. Sitting or standing nice and tall, thinking of bringing that shoulder forwards so we get as much movement through the spine as we can to stop it stiffening up. So keep breathing as you're doing this, twisting all the way around. There we go. So back to shadow boxing. Just move that out of the way so I don't fall over and bust my toes. Right, are we ready? In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, whoop, just drop my timer, twisting through the body, twisting through the hips, fast hands, moving your feet if you can, even if you're keeping your back foot still and you're just moving your front foot. As long as you are getting out of breath, then that's what the aim of today is all about. So aim for your target. Well done. Let's just pick my timer up. Where are we up to? Double tap. So, sitting nice and tall. The knee comes up to hand. Nice and tall, the knee comes up and then the other knee. So we're using the muscles in our belly and in our legs to lift that knee up. If we are standing exactly the same, but now this is going to test your balance. Knee up to hand. Make sure you've got something to lean on if you need to, but aim to use the support as little as possible. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So as big a move as you can do, and we're going to try and keep the pace up a little bit so that we keep that heart rate up and your breathing rate up all the way through the session. So knee up to hand, shifting your body weight. Away we go. Keep working, well done. That's time. Straight back into shadow boxing. I'm going to do this one sitting down. Are we ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. Bubble lady, bubble lady's joined, which must mean Sarah's now in the room. Fingers of fire, keeping twisting through that body, punching, aiming high, aiming at the belly, hooks. So bring the punches round, really using my tummy muscles to twist through my body here, and I'm staying out of breath. Well done, time. So side bends now, bendianas. Oh, my favourites. So if you are seated or standing, it's exactly the same. One arm reaching down, and if you can, the other arm reaching over the top. Definitely arm reaching down, but if you can reach over with your other arm, then that's what we're aiming for. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So reaching down as far as you can go, as much movement through the spine as you can do. Helping with keeping our muscles moving and stretched, but also moving through the vertebrae in our spine so we don't get stiff, because when we get stiff in our joints, that's when we can get aches and pains. Okay, straight into shadow boxing. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, punching, aiming for fast hands, and twisting through the body, twisting through the hips, light on your feet, and nice and relaxed through your shoulders, but moving as much as you can. So you might change your feet, change stance. Keep breathing and keep punching. Keep moving if you can. Time, time, time. Right, next one, where are we up to? Ankles, ankle mobility. So hopefully you can still see me. If you are sitting, as exaggerated moves through your ankle joint as you can. So pointing your toes and flexing your toes to encourage the ankle to move on both sides as much as you can. If you are able to, and we're tightrope walking, I'm going from one corner to the other. So the closer your feet are, the harder this is, the more it will test your balance. The wider your feet are, then the easier to balance. So we're going to go for, oh actually, I don't even know why I pressed my timer, because we're just going heel, toe, exaggerated moves through those ankles. Use your arms to help you balance and look where you are going. And staying nice and relaxed. Oh, I'm about to disappear. So I'm going to come backwards now. Toe, heel. On that imaginary line on the floor. Using support or having it close to you if that helps with a bit of confidence to try. So aiming to wobble nicely to regain our balance. All the way back into this corner. And then, because the second time is always better, heel toe, keeping on that imaginary line and keeping your feet as close together as you can, which will challenge your balance more. And if you are nice and relaxed through your body, that helps with the wobbling. The more tense, I'm going backwards now, so toe, heel. The more tense we are through our neck, through our shoulders, through our arms and hips and knees, the harder it is to balance. So we become a bit rigid, which means we don't wobble as much, which means it's harder to regain our balance. So try and stay as relaxed as you can. Nearly back to the other side, and we're getting ready for a bit more shadow boxing. Have I done these the wrong way around? I've done ankles before sit and stand. They're on my list, but I might have done them the wrong way around. But that doesn't matter, that's just to keep everybody guessing. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, shadow boxing, away we go. So twisting through the body, fast hands, really punching as fast as we can and as hard as we can, using those hips if you can, but definitely twisting through the body, changing your stance, keeping your feet moving if you are able to. Do the best that you can do, using the whole of your body, time. Now we're doing sit and stands. I think we probably normally do these before the ankles, but do you know what? It doesn't matter. So sit and stand if you are able to, and you are seated. Now is the time to stand up. Feet close to your body. Body forwards, and we're using our legs, pushing through the heels and standing all the way up at the top. And then if we can, under control, sitting back down. As many as you can do in the time that we are working for. If you are squatting, feet flat, knees wide, weight goes back and down, and then standing tall at the top. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So sitting down. Oh, and I've just realised I've missed fast feet off my list on the board. But fortunately for you, I have remembered in time. So we will be doing fast feet shortly after the next round of shadow boxing. It's a little while since I've done this and I've sort of forgotten the order of things. Okay, so straight into shadow boxing. I'm going to do this one seated. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, timer didn't start. Go. So, twisting through your body. If you are seated, aiming for the body, aiming for the head. You can do hooks that come around the side. You can punch at the belly. You can twist through your body using your tummy muscles and keeping breathing. There we go. Time. So now it's fast feet. I was looking at my board and it's not on there. So this is all about small, fast movements. T-Rex. I said T-Rex will be back. If you are seated, sitting nice and tall, and as fast as you can go, with little, small, quick moves running on the spot. Hopefully, I've done it on the wooden floor, so hopefully you could hear that. Me talking. I don't mean my feet banging. But if you are standing, it's exactly the same, but running on the spot here. So this is where my T-Rex arms come in. So we go, oh, I need to change my timing because I don't suspect you want to do 25 seconds worth of fast feet. Probably not, but let's do 12 seconds worth. I think so. So 12 seconds of fast feet, practicing going as fast as we can and to keep our breathing up. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So small, quick moves, running on the spot. Imagine the floor is hot. Keep breathing as fast as you can go. Keeping going, we're nearly there. There we go, that's 12 seconds. So a bit of a tactical waggle of the legs, and then we're going to do it again. And this time, let's see if we can go a little bit faster. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. So, quick moves, T-Rex arms, thumbs are up, I can't help it. It's just how it makes my feet go fast. Fast as you can, keeping breathing. Time. Well done. Okay, so I'm now going to change my timer and we're going back to shadow boxing. 3 rounds of shadow boxing to finish. And we're going back to 25 seconds. So to start off with. Let's move this out of the way. Right, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, away we go. So, twisting through the body, twisting through the hips, making sure, fast hands, moving your feet if you can, and keep breathing. Getting out of breath is good. So, nice and light on your feet and relaxed through your shoulders, keeping your arms moving. Okay, that's the first round done. I'm actually getting quite warm and I've put my t-shirt on over my sweatshirt, so I can't take my sweatshirt off. Schoolgirl error, should have done it the other way around, but never mind, we're going to keep going, force myself on through. In 3, round 2, 2, 1, away we go. So, have I started? Yes, I have. Tell me where I started my timer or not. Keeping breathing, fast hands, punch to the head, to the body, twisting through the body and keeping your feet moving if you can, but definitely keep moving the arms and keep that breathing. Okay, well done. So we have one more round to do. If you are out of breath and if your heart rate is up, that's what we need. And we want to stay there. So getting out of breath is good. So last round, work as hard as you can, even though you are out of breath. In 3, 2, 1, away we go. So twisting through the body. It really does use your tummy muscles to twist round and punch if you are seated. So it is about getting out of breath, but it's also really working your core, which is good. So punching hard, punching nice and light, fast hands. Imagine your target. Time complete. Fitness Friday. All done for another week. So relax. Nice. Let your breathing settle back down. Let your heart rate settle. Nice. Let the breathing settle down slowly. Well done, everybody. Oh, I don't know whether you can hear my dogs outside. They've obviously, somebody's walking past. So that's another Fitness Friday done. Well done. Remember, there's nothing wrong with having your thumbs out. Having your thumbs out is good. So it doesn't matter as long as you are out of breath. So enjoy the rest of your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. I was having an interesting conversation this morning about how do we treat ourselves in this period of lockdown, because the days can sort of blend into each other one after another, can't they? And sometimes it's difficult to recognise one from the other, and certainly weekends. And somebody shared that they're doing theme nights for cooking, and it's Italy tomorrow, and it was Russia last week. I thought that was quite a nice idea. Just something a little bit different, and it encourages us to try some different foods perhaps. So not necessarily labelled it as a theme night tonight, but we are meeting virtually with our daughter and son-in-law to be, and we're doing a games night tonight, so we'll be playing some daft games, and we're having fajitas. So if we wanted to, we could call it a Mexican night, I guess. So whatever you get up to, I hope you enjoy it and you stay safe and stay connected with people. Look after yourselves, and remember, no Get Moving on Monday, but you can absolutely go back to the video archives. So if you go to the website www.reesefitness.co.uk/Get Moving, and have a look at the video archive and maybe do one of the other Get Movings on Monday at 11. And we will be back on Tuesday with Technique Tuesday. So have fun, everybody. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Take care, lots of love.